The last time I posted a video on catcher receiving and what great receiving looks like, several comments focused on the wrong thing. They focused on the umpire and his improper setup and then dismissed the great framing as a result. The umpire in the video was not the relevant issue. Receiving isn't about a particular umpire. So this video is the best plate umpire we saw all season at the high school level, at least in my opinion. It also included the best two receivers that were catchers in the conference. So the best two catchers with the best umpire. What I did in this video was only show every single catch by both catchers and cut out any time that the ball was fouled off or put into play. So you only see the times they had to actually catch the ball, and every time they had to catch the ball. Also, because the catcher in the black uniform was playing on a team with less than great pitchers, he didn't get a lot of chances, but there are enough throughout the video to see some good glove work. One thing to watch for is how each catcher on obvious balls does not do anything but catch and throw back. The pitches that are close, they present. They also receive each of these pitches with their glove moving toward the zone. They don't catch, hold, then move. They literally catch the pitch while moving towards the center of the zone. There's a huge difference between catching towards the zone and catching and dragging. The vast majority of high school catchers are not able or are not willing to learn how to do this properly. Watch the low pitches and see how the catcher reaches out to get them. Pitches continue to drop as they pass through the zone and reach the catcher, so the further out that they can catch that pitch, the higher it is when it enters the glove. Pitches up in the zone, the catcher will want to receive with a bent elbow as deep as possible. You do not want to reach out for a high pitch because you want it to drop as much as possible. What you can't see in this video is just how close these catchers are to the plate. They are right up on the batter. This again allows them to receive the pitch before it has time to leak off the plate or out of the zone. You might be asking, aren't umpires supposed to call pitches based on the plate and the batter? They are, and they do, but the catcher's reference points are very important as well. When they are set up straight behind the plate and in a typical stance, the catcher's knees are lined up with the bottom of the zone, the top of his helmet with the top of the zone. His shoulders and knees are the width of the zone. On fastballs, if a catcher receives the pitch within his body, it has to be a strike, assuming they are not too far back from the batter. If an umpire calls pitches before the catcher receives the pitch, they will be much less accurate and less consistent. They are prone to make mistakes. This umpire waits until he sees the pitch in the glove, then decides ball or strike, and then calls it. His timing and proper use of eyes allows him to be accurate. These catchers are not attempting to fool the umpire. He's too good to be fooled anyway. They are doing two things by being great receivers. They are making sure the pitcher gets the strikes he throws called strikes. Poor catchers will lose strikes far more often than a good catcher gets a ball called a strike. The other thing these catchers are doing is helping the umpire be more accurate and look good. Count the number of times each catcher needed to block a pitch and how many times each had to throw to a base. Now ask how many pitches did they need to present correctly. Each catcher only blocked a ball one time in this whole game. One catcher made 3 throws to a base and caught 2 runners. The other catcher never threw to a base. Great receiving is by far the most valuable tool a catcher needs to be good at. Obviously, they need to block and throw, but once you're good at throwing, teams don't even try to run on you unless your pitcher is really slow to the plate. A catcher that can throw a 2.1 in-game pop time compared to one that can throw a 1.9 in an actual game are not that different. Teams don't like to steal on either, and the overall increased value of the 1.9 guy is negligible. It's there, but is not doing near as much as great receiving and preventing runners from advancing on wild pitches or pass balls.